Welcome back, frogs, friends, and family, to another episode of Market Flow, powered by THOR, hosted by me, Mo. We've got some upcoming calls from THOR, and we've got some that just printed for us, and we've got some major moves going on in the market in certain sectors. So we're going to dive in. We're going to take a look and see where we're at now. So looking at Bitcoin, with THOR calls right now, we're sitting in between a long and we're sitting in between a short. Sometimes the best thing to do in a trade is nothing at all, and that is to wait for a trade. And right now, that may be the best thing to do with Bitcoin, because we see we have a trade down here. We have an entry that's about 4 or 5% down. But if we hit entry on this call, we also see where the take profit is, right? It could be on resistance. That could be lower high, low, lower high, low, lower high, indicating potentially a lower low. So that's why we have the entry and take profit. We'll just have to pay attention for that. But we also have the short. And if we pump up to the short, we have a take profit. Why? Because this could become what was resistance, become support, and Bitcoin continue to leg up, or that could become the high and then we break down further from there. But THOR has enough data to say, hey, if we drop down into the entry zone of 91, look to take profit at 94.6. If we pump up to 104, look to take a short. Look for us to retest the point at $100,400 before the market then makes a decision what direction it's going to continue. So we've got longs and shorts to look forward to. Sometimes the best thing to do is wait for a call. We look at Solana. Last week, we talked about, actually, we've had this long call posted here since Tuesday, November 26th. We posted this call in here as a group. We finally got entry on this THOR 4-hour long for SOL. We got our entry below 217 down to, it looks about 215. And within 10, 12 hours, we hit TP1 at 235. And right now, Solana is sitting at 239, almost 240. But that call to TP1 was 8%, up here where it is now to TP3, just about 10%. So this is why we know our zones. And sometimes the best thing to do when in between shorts and in between longs is to wait for them to hit. As a trader, a lot of the time, you are doing absolutely nothing. You are waiting for the call. Speaking of calls, we, frogs, live sessions, guys. If you're in the live session, you're going to get way more information. We have a call that's active, a short that's active right now for BNB. We're going to filter out our symbols here, and we're going to look at BNB. And we're giving you away a secret right now. Here you go. Entry, take profit. It's up to you to use the risk management tool. Put in whatever your particular risk tolerance is that you are willing to lose on the trade. And we know we are about to open a perpetual to sell 0.21 BNB, or maybe take a little bit off our spot bag at $734. We are going to close that perpetual or buy back our spot bag at 605, which is our take profit. Setting a stop loss if we're using a perpetual at $800, $830.46. And if we hit stop loss, we are not losing any more than $20. That's how we put ourselves on the right side of probability and properly manage our risk. Another really nice call that we looked at was sand. This is a call that's upcoming. It lines up with our own TA, as well as has a THOR call that lines up with our TA. So if we look, we have a THOR call down here at 40 to 41 cents. We look at this on the daily chart and zoom out. We've got our break. We're looking for our retest. That THOR call will fill our zone. It fills the zone on the way we like to look at the fibs on a breakout, and it also refills the fair value gap. This could be a nice call from THOR for sand. So if we go in, again, I'll go down to sand. We're giving you guys some free alpha today on how THOR works. There's our long call. That's a 1 hour long call. 37% profit if it hits. Great call. Another coin we've been talking about. It's a little bit out of our trade zone. You know, this was my call for several weeks in a row here on the live streams of Market Flow. We talked about this call. Buying down here in the bottom of the zone, refilling anywhere inside the zone for shadow is where we were calling for absolute best investment entries. And we're currently sitting up close to 100% from our entries there. So we've missed a little bit of that, but I think there is still investment opportunity and trade entry if we get a pullback to buy on support. As from this point, we still have, you know, about 400% to test all-time highs. So far, this trade is really playing out well for us. So we've combined some of our own TA for tokens that we don't get tap calls for, but you can see how many tokens there are that we do, and that there is always another trade to take. If you're still not sure, or you don't have the time, you know, I understand a lot of people don't have the time to get invested into the manual trading, to learn the manual trading, but they want some better exposure to the market, and they want something that's going to help increase their bags along the way, not just ride it out. This is where THOR automated protocol comes into play. We have Sol USD, Bulk USD, and Jupiter USD vaults that are currently open. Our average P&L with the Solana is over 50%. Bonk, new vault already printing over 20%. Jupe, new vault already printing users over 9%. This is a great way to have your bags automated traded, and you only pay taxes on your profits. So you're only taking and paying on profits when it makes money for you. Whether it comes to auto trading, manual trading, THOR Prints, Frogs Fuck. See y'all next week.